So I read something the other day that was extremely meaningful to me, and it was gender non-conforming children deserve the opportunity to become gender non-conforming adults in their own natural bodies. Now, I've been pretty open about this. I don't agree with medically transitioning children. I don't agree with pushing gender ideology on children. I don't even understand, as a society, how we've gotten here. It's scary. Does anybody out there turn on detransition videos? Listen to those kids? Listen to what they have to say? Because this push to teach gender ideology in school is ridiculous. I mean, the proof is in the pudding right now. Look at all this gender ideology we pushed on social media, and look where we are today. 40,000 plus trans people in a detrans Reddit. Many trans kids coming out and saying, I was wrong. I made the wrong decision at 12, 13, 14, 15. And yet we all want to sit here and say, kids know who they are. I'm sorry, but a 6 or 7-year-old doesn't know who they are. When they can go from one minute to the next saying they're a unicorn, they're a mermaid, they're trans. I don't think we should take that seriously. I'm not saying that you can't encourage your kid to be different, but we shouldn't be pushing adult ideas and adult content on children. Children should not be medically transitioning. It's dangerous. It's dangerous for me to transition. So once again, you can never prove to me that it's going to be okay to medically transition a child when I have to sign a waiver of consent saying that it's dangerous for me to transition. And yet we're ready to just transition children and let them mutilate their bodies, their perfectly healthy bodies. If a child is trans, that is a disorder. It is a disorder in your brain. It doesn't have to do with your body. Allow your child to express themselves how they want, but don't force labels onto them. And don't start transitioning your children. I don't know where we've gone as a society where we think this is okay, but did we all forget about children are the future? Let's protect the children. When right now it seems like nobody's protecting the children. Children are our future. And if we continue down this path, in 10 years, it's going to be 80,000 detransitioners plus. And we're going to wonder what we did wrong. And in 10 years, we're going to look back at this, the trans phase, just like every other phase that we've gone through. Remember 20 years ago when every kid was being diagnosed with ADHD and being given Ritalin? Do you remember that? Do you remember in the 2000s when every kid was being diagnosed with bipolar disorder? Do you remember that? I can speak to that because I was one of those kids. I was one of those teens who was diagnosed with bipolar when I never had bipolar. So do we want to look back in 10 or 15 years saying, wow, that was some weird trans phase that the world went through? I don't think so. Like I've said, if you give children an unlimited amount of boxes to fit into, children just want to fit in. They're going to pick one. They're going to feel forced to pick one. And they might make the wrong decision. There's a lot of kids making the wrong decision and coming out and saying that they made the wrong decision. So stop. Stop pushing this on children. I'm sure there's plenty of you out there who are wondering why I'm even choosing to speak about this. I have said I don't have children. My wife and I don't have children right now. So really I have no skin in this game. But to me, I do. It's protecting the future. Protecting children. Protecting the future of children's rights. And if nobody else is going to speak out for the children, then I will. Because this is absolutely ridiculous. As a transsexual man myself, I know this is ridiculous. You cannot ever prove to me that it's okay to medically transition a child. Stop pushing your issues and your drama onto children. Allow them to be children. Allow them to be kids. And let's get out of this and move on as a society.